So do expectations like kill? Cause like when like same thing with love almost like they almost say expectations kill love. Like does expectations kill your vision? Does that like how does expectations and your vision go together?
I feel like we're humans, right? And because we're fallible, so is our vision. I don't necessarily think that vision or expectations are bad. Vision is definitely important, obviously.
Yeah.
Expectations, when set based upon actual experiences, we set expectations before we know.
Yeah.
But if I encounter you enough times, I can expect that you will be kind and respectful to me.
Yeah.
I can expect that you will empower me. I can expect that we'll have a conversation about my vision.
Yeah.
Those I feel like can be healthy expectations. But when you start talking about your vision and your dream, our limited, fallible mind will set visions and dreams that are 75% below our actual capacity. Instead of saying, I want to go in that direction and see what happens. What can I do? How big can it go? You know what people have been telling me lately that's been blowing my mind is like, Andre, I love what you're doing. And I think what you're doing is amazing. But here's what I want you to do. Think bigger. I've been getting that message across the board. I thought I was thinking big. I mean, I'm doing more than what mom and dad did.
Yeah.
More than, and by that I mean their generation.
Yeah.
My parents have done amazing and great things, so have other people in that. But it's like, I already thought that I was taking a step above, and by that I just mean using the platform that they provided to move. But if other people see that it can be bigger, and those people care about me, those are the healthy mirrors that I was talking about. Now it's like, okay, cool. Like, now where do I want to do? Like, what do I want to build? Because before it was like I wanted to build like, now I'm like,
to stay safe, to make sure your expectations, you're not disappointed by it. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna stay in this box because I know this can happen. But yeah.
So if you're setting expectations to stay safe, then I think it can be damaging. And if you're setting expectations because you want to move and then get a reward for it, then it's dangerous. But if you're setting expectations because you want to do something that's beyond you, once you get outside of your personal expectations and you start to set it based on like what the world needs, what kind of impact can be made, I think that's when expectations can be healthy. But also at the same time, just stay alert and aware so that you can be present. Because that's what matters anyway. Our expectations come from past experiences or future desires, neither of which we're currently living anyway.
Yeah.
So like, get an idea of what you want, but don't live there though.
Yeah.
Pay attention to these moments because these are the catalytic. These are the catalysts. These are the moments that serve as a catalyst for our forward momentum.
Yeah. So you were speaking about like having like a vision that serves beyond you. So I want to ask, like, how can people incorporate love into their vision? Like, how can that happen? How can the two mix? Because it seems like when people incorporate that, that's when things beyond them start to happen. At least from my experience.
Love is an intense affection or not attachment. I don't even want to describe love, right? Love, I don't believe can be defined by words. I don't believe as humans we even really understand what love is. We definitely don't understand what unconditional love is.
I don't think we understand the action of it. I'm not gonna say we don't understand the action of it. I'm gonna say that we're scared to act in it. I think that's what it is. I think we know what unconditional love is. I think we know like that's really loving someone despite of anything. And I think we know that, but it's the fear and our ego that kind of get in the way of that, I think.
Do we know it if we don't experience it and put it out into the world, though? I can know what it's like to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
How, though? I never played an NBA game.
That's something I honestly been thinking about myself. Like, how can I like envision love if I don't even know what it looks like? Like, how can I? Yeah.
Love is everything. It's everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in a religious household, and I remember, like, God is love.
Yeah.
Backwards, love is God. And I'm not going to go too deep down that path, but love is something that I am coming to realize that I don't even understand. There's a reason why I'm putting this project out. I don't understand it. Love is so powerful, so limitless, and so forgiving. It's so kind. It's so everything that we are not.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to decipher why, and then also show the examples of what and how. And so it's difficult, but I feel like love is the most important role in everything, because that's where you come back to.
Yeah.
When you're afraid, you come back to love. Excited, you come back to love. Whether you're questioning it or indulging in it.
Yeah.
And we tend to like use the word love when we hit these heights of emotions, and then we use hate when we're at the bottom. And I guess what I'm personally working on is like having love in all those phases. Like whatever breaks me, I love that. Whatever makes me, I love that. My high moments, I love that. And I feel like in the middle, the way I've been describing, it's kind of like a plane, right? If I fly too low, I might hit a building. If I fly too high, there's not enough air. Just right though,
Yeah.
I can fly for quite a bit of time so long as I got the gas.
Because there is no right or wrong, so to speak. There is no right or wrong. It just is. And we put these attachments to things, and that's what messes everything up, because we're putting all these attachments. I'm sad because they didn't do this, and I'm sad because this didn't work out, but now I'm happy because it's just like...
Which were emotions based off of failed expectations.
Yeah, there we go with the expectations again. Yeah.
So if expectations interrupt love, and expectations isn't love, where are we?
Yeah.
And so I feel like when love humbles us, we miss the message often because we're in resentment of what happened, as opposed to asking, like I said, what's the lesson? Because I think I saw a quote just today. It said, you find a little bit more of yourself every time somebody says goodbye. And those things often are heartbreaks for us, disappointments.
Yeah.
And like I said, when the house is demoed, you get to see what was actually inside of it. Some of those bricks break, and you get to see what made that brick.
Yeah.
You see, like, there's just little things, and it's like, I'm starting to discover exactly how deep it is. Like, you know, I thought it was like Olympic pool deep, but it's more like Atlantic Ocean. Like, it's just, there's a lot to it. To where, like, I'm just learning to peel back the layers every day. And I think love is, if God is love, and I kind of equate it, like, you know, God is something I don't understand. I don't really seek to understand fully that entity, because it's omnipotent, it flows through. But as far as like, and in love, I feel like it's the same way. So I submit to eternal confusion, to eternal questioning. I submit to it. I submit to not being able to find the end of the rabbit hole. However, feeling responsibility for when I am in a moment of understanding, or I feel like I have that energy and I can harness it to use it properly and efficiently, and with some type of, and if I look at the lessons that it teaches me, I can actually grow in the wisdom. So I will never necessarily be a guru or teacher of love. I just want to be one of those people that helps you ask the right questions to understand what you can of it.
So we talked about love. The opposite of love is lust, right? Well, I guess hate can be technically, but in my thinking of it, it's lust. And just doing some reading and watching some videos, I'm finding that lust is almost, they always say that lust can't be fulfilled. Lust is, you're always trying to get that hit with lust. And with love, it's always fulfilling. It's always like encompassing. It's always, you're always good with love.
Look this up.
But I guess I want to talk about the differences in knowing that what you're going after is love or lust.
I mean, lust, I had to look up the definition. Lust is defined as a very strong sexual desire.
Okay.
I mean, lust is selfish. It's based off of something that you want from someone. I feel like love is based upon reciprocity. And not even necessarily all the time. It's like, if I love you, I'm going to give you that love no matter what. No matter what. Like I've talked openly about the situation with my mom. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. Me and her no longer speak every once in a while, but like very seldom, because the belief is that if I'm not a part of the organization, you get shunned. You're not supposed to have a conversation. It has taught me unconditional love, because if I want to have healthy relationships with any woman, any type of mommy issues is going to alter my ability to do that. So I had to learn that if I want to go and have a family and be a dad and a husband, I gotta love my mom.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah.
No matter what. So I'll reach out and I'll call, pick up, might be 5 seconds. Queen, I love you. I want you to have an amazing day. Take care of yourself. I'm here if you need me. Goodbye. To just give it. So I don't necessarily even get back what I want, because I want her to call and say, I'm proud of you. You're doing this, you're doing that. What I get is that you're gifted and you should be here doing that. That's what I get. Lust, like I said, I believe is selfish. And especially because that's it strictly says that it's a sexual desire. And a lot of us, it's one of the highest human connections that we could ever have. Sex is, right? You're physically intertwined with another person, which unfortunately becomes the height of the emotion that most people feel. I've had conversations that were better than sex.
That's deep. Yeah.
I've had a hug that gave me more power than I felt like sex did.
Yeah.
But we feel like that's the epitome. And if that's the case, then lust stands the strongest chance at winning. But like if you once you balance it, like lust is gonna be there. Don't get me wrong. It could come from love. You really love somebody like that, that can cause that lust but it has to be a healthy balance though. So when you're leading with lust, you don't leave much room for love. When you lead with love, you make room for everything else.